Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Any man that tells you that you are intimidating is not telling you that you're intimidating. What they're telling you is that they are intimidated, which those are not the same thing. Those are two completely separate things. Intimidating, that's like watching Genghis Khan and his horde arrive at like the foothills of your city about to completely like demolish your town. That's intimidating. A person that has a job and is financially independent and is not a doormat, that's not intimidating. That's the bare minimum. And when they say that they're intimidated, what they're saying is that they feel insecure because they know that the fact that you are meeting the bare minimum will highlight the fact that they are not even trying. So it's not even a manipulation tactic. It's literally, they're just a loser.
Fam, this is like watching the blind leading the blind. It is sad seeing women posting videos of themselves self-medicating with about 80 cc's of verbal copium. Ladies, I have said this before. The bulk of men are not intimidated by a woman. There are only 3 valid reasons men would tell women they are intimidating. 1, they want to break up with you, and they use it as an easy excuse to get out. 2, they are a little itch of a man with a lot of mental issues. 3, they are beta imps who think telling you what you want to hear is a good strategy to hook up with you. Usually, women will tell themselves they are intimidating, as it is far easier to do that than accept the far more likely alternative reason, i.e., your attitude is repulsive to men, not intimidating.
Run! Get to the chopper!
Think about it. What exactly are you intimidating a man with? You can't match him physically. He doesn't really care about how much money you make. Sleeping around makes you unattractive. Your degree means very little to men. And your overbearing attitude makes men swipe left. But don't worry about that, queen. I am sure you will find a man that's going to handle you. Because all men want a headache at home after a long day of work. Moving on.
Listen up. When a man is interested in you, he will hunt you down like prey. Meaning, 1, he'll let you know he's interested. 2, he's willing to go along with any terms you give him. If you tell him he needs to be patient, he'll be patient. If you tell him you want things to go slow, he'll go slow. If you ask him to jump, he'll say how high. If a man is giving you wishy-washy signals, yes and no signals, get out. He doesn't want you. And if he does like you, he has no balls. He has no character. You do not want a man like that. You deserve a man that is proud to call you his.
Stop. In less than a minute, this queen practically laid out all her cards. I'm sorry, ladies, but I can promise all of you that at least half my male viewers read this queen as quickly as a dollar menu. Okay, let me decode for you ladies before you believe her incredibly empowering advice. 1, she is praising the imp culture hard here. 2, she quickly described a man who is a pushover as what you should want now. 3, usually queens who have been used by Chads, Tyrones, and Ricos multiple times start singing this tune. 4, those tattoos on her wrist probably have some stories behind them that don't add up to a high value woman status. 5, usually women who use the term you deserve better are the ones who give the goods up to the bad boys with a low effort, and now that their SMV is lower, they want the next guy to pay a higher price. To queens like this, I always ask, why do you deserve better? I'm sorry ladies, but after racking up high mileage with those exciting men who don't commit and then having an epiphany after your taco starts to look like a roast beef sandwich, that does not equate to you being owed anything.
Now that's a lot of damage!
But in the end, if you are attractive enough, it's good to know you ladies have the beta imp safety net, regardless of how many men used you as a fluid receptacle. Moving on.
So lately I've been seeing a lot of men who are pissed off at single independent women, and they're like, oh my god, that's why you're single, because you want to hustle so hard, you want to be a boss babe so hard. And somebody commented on one of my videos, and I'm like, why is this guy so angry at me? So these kinds of men think that us being single is a punishment, that they're punishing us, that the Lord is punishing us for being so independent, not needing a man, that we are single because it's a curse or something. But the reality is that we are pretty happy single. So I was thinking, like, why are these men so angry? So I guess if I was a man and I saw a woman that was doing better than I was, then I would be upset, right? Because if I'm doing better than her, why the hell would I get mad? Why would it even bother me? So if those men are pissed off, it's because they're not doing as well as I am, because why else would you hit me? So as a man, if you think that a woman is doing better than you, you can do 3 things.
Before we get into her almighty and infallible words of wisdom for men, I'm going to dare point out the glaring flaw in this entire rant. And that is, if she really is doing better than men and doesn't care, then why make a video trying to validate it with strangers on the internet? Queen, this gorilla cares enough to bring awareness. That's the reason I make these videos. I don't think men are mad at her or any other woman for earning money. I will venture to say queens just don't like anyone that criticizes or challenges what they say on these videos. Take it from me. If you put it out there, it's fair game practically.
1, you could just block all the hot, independent, single women in your life. 2, you can just ignore all these women and move on with your life. You don't have to comment hateful things. You can just move on, just swipe up. 3, you can work on yourself. If you feel that a woman is better than you, then work on yourself. Build yourself up. If money is a problem, go out and find a way to make more money. If the looks is a problem, go out and work on yourself. This is what us women do. When we don't like something, we go out, we go to the gym, right? We go out and we start a new business. We go out and we go to school. We learn a new skill. We don't just sit on our feeling sorry for ourselves because we weren't like gifted something. It's not a crime to work on yourself.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
1, block hot, independent, single woman in your life. Well, if they have all those qualities, the block list is going to be a real short one. 2, ignore all these women, okay? Or queens could just not post videos if they're strong and independent fifis can't take it. 3, work on yourself if a woman is better than you. That sounded a lot more like an extremely delusional SMV level trying to talk down to men. And no, building yourself up is not what the bulk of women do. Sorry, queen, but too many women leave the workforce to become stay-at-home mothers for her to try to make that BS stick.
I think sometimes this problem also stems from the way that we raise men, where we're like, okay, you have to figure it out. Like, you figure it out on your own, and we don't give them the tools to figure it out. So I also think that that's a problem where, you know, as a society, we're just like, okay, men are supposed to know everything and be strong and never have feelings. And that's not true. You have a right, just like anybody else, any other person, living thing, to have feelings, to feel jealous, to feel whatever it is you feel, but it's what you do with those feelings that matters. And if you're still angry after watching this video and you don't want to work on yourself, that really is on you. Like, nobody is going to do the work for you. As a woman, I can tell you that most of us respect a man who can admit when they're wrong and then work on themselves. That's actually really hot.
Isn't it funny? When men point something out on the videos she posted, the issue is always the men? Oh my, I am sure my male viewers are shocked how she dodged accountability there. On top of that, the only feelings she mentions of men is feelings of jealousy. According to this queen's logic, if a man comments anything that doesn't include applauding her for being a boss babe, it means they are angry. Dang fam, I guess this gorilla is just a walking time bomb of pure rage for daring to audit her. Either that, or she drank a gallon of that strong and independent Kool-Aid and is just running that vibe right now. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.